Namaskaram Guruji. Could you let me know if Lord Buddha is one among the Dasavataram of Bhagavan Vishnu?
Sure, there are 24 avatars of Bhagwan Vishnu. Of them 10 of them are considered to be Dasavataram or 10 incarnations.
Could you throw some light on the 10 avatarams? Please?
Of the 10, 2 are forest dwellers, 2 water dwellers, 4 Brahmins and 2 Kshatriyas. The forest dwellers were Bhagwan Narsimha and Bhagwan Vera. The water dwellers were Matsya avatar fish and Komar avatar tortoise. 4 incarnations of Bhagwan Vishnu in Brahmin families were Bhagwan Vaman, Bhagwan Parashuram, Bhagwan Buddha and Bhagwan Kalki. And 2 in Kshatriya families include Bhagwan Sri Ram Bhadra and Sri Krishna Chandra. When Sri Krishna is worshipped as son of Nanda, we consider him as Vashya.
Guruji, you were explaining Lord Buddha as one of the 10 incarnations of Bhagwan Vishnu born in a Brahmin family. However, we have read Lord Buddha was born in a Kshatriya family in Lumbini. Could you explain more? Please?
Let me explain. There were 2 Buddhas. The first was Avatara Buddha, who appeared around 1800 BCE. He was born to Anjana Devi in a region called Kikat Desham. Kikat is referred to modern-day Bodh Gaya. He preached ahimsa, non-violence and convinced his followers to give up animal sacrifice and become kind to animals. The second was Gautama Buddha or Shakya Muni. He was born in Lumbini, now in Nepal, with Mayadevi as his mother. He went to Bodh Gaya to meditate because of its spiritual potency as the birthplace of Avatara Buddha. He became enlightened and established the monist or godless philosophy of Buddhism.
Oh, could you help us understand the difference between the philosophies proposed by Avatara Buddha and Gautama Buddha? Please?
As described in Jayadeva's Chalayasi and as well mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, in order to confuse and separate the unauthorized person who had joined the yagna, with the intention of keeping scripture-sanctioned yagna purified and performance of yagna by authorized persons only, he questioned the intentions of yagna and created a path of yama, niyama and yoga for them. So as the incarnation of Mohini was taken for deception, Bhagwan has to take the support of deceit also sometimes for the accomplishment of divine work, for the protection of our excellent culture. Similarly, the purpose of incarnation of Avatara Buddha was that those who didn't agree to the discussion of authority and non-authority in Vedic Dharma and participated unauthorized in yagna performed with mantras, were given a path to separate pure yagna from them. It was to their benefit too, as the new path was related to yama, niyama, asana, pranayama. By this the unauthorized would benefit with desired piety, non-violence etc., and our yagna with eternal traditions would prosper from classical view. This is called Ajura Vimahanalila of Bhagwan.
Ah, I see. Interested to know about Gautama Buddha's philosophy.
On the other hand, Gautama Buddha, who was born around 560 BCE, was unable to understand the Ajura Vimahalila of Bhagwan Vishnu and propagated anti-Vedic nihilism or voidism. He established godless philosophy of Buddhism, which became named after him. As per them, they have a belief that there is no Nitya Siddha ever present God. According to them, there are Sadhana Siddha Buddha by Sadhana, who incarnate from time to time. To note, Avatara Buddha, being an avatar of Bhagwan Vishnu, did not establish any godless or monist philosophy.
That is interesting. With clear distinction between them, how did the confusion of merging both Buddhas happen?
Well, this can be attributed to 3 major reasons. The first being the Gotra of both Buddhas was Gautam, the Buddha who was born in Kshatriya clan, prior to which the Buddha who incarnated in Brahmin clan. Both were born in Gautam Gotra. The second being Amarakosha, written by famous nihilist and atheist Amrasimha. He cleverly wrote the names of Gautam Buddha and Bhagwan Buddha of Sanatanis together. He used some words as a divider in between which people fail to focus on. Third is the picture of Gautama Buddha. The pictures of Gautama Buddha we find currently are as per the descriptions given to Avatara Buddha in Agni Puran. Example, long ears etc. The dhyana meditation of Bhagwan Buddha has been detailed in Agni Puran, and the Buddhists have drawn his picture on the basis of that shlok verse and have established it as him.
That was profound. Thank you for sharing such a valuable information.
Thanks to information shared by His Holiness Swami Nishalananda Siraswati, Shankaracharya of the Gavardhanapithar at Jagannath, Puri. Also, to mention the research done by Stephen Knapp. Hope you had an opportunity to learn something new. Let us reconnect again on some other interesting topic.